Hello Ospreys, I'm Jack Beard.
And I'm Nathan Dean. This week on Nest News, we look at the Holy Festival.
And the results from this week's elections.
Nest News starts right now. Well, the student government elections have wrapped up earlier this week, and now we finally have the results. Here's Christina Smith with more.
This election season was calm and tense with experience versus passion. But at its conclusion, it's the will of the students that will decide who will lead them. And that leader is John Alaska. The Forward Party candidate won a landslide victory with more than 1,000 votes. The Frontier Party closed out the race with more than 300 votes.
We were really nervous, to be honest. We didn't really know what to expect coming in, because sometimes you just exist in like an echo chamber and you don't know if the support you feel is actually like university wide, but it feels really, really good.
Yeah, I feel amazing. I'm still just now stopped from crying, but this is everything we've worked for the past like 5 months. We've known that we were going to run again in this election. Forward was, and it feels amazing.
I think everyone in this race worked really, really hard,
Yeah.
and I think it's just important that we all just stay involved.
Yeah, we don't want to lose amazing student government members just because of an election turnout. So.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage to run. It's like not an easy thing to do. It's you live with anxiety for like 3 months, and so don't ever give up just because you don't win.
You know, I'm probably just gonna relax. I mean, it was elections, it was rough, had a blast, it was fun doing it. No, I don't have anything to say to the other party, only just good luck, have fun. Don't take it too seriously, but take it serious enough that you do the right stuff.
After months of campaigning, it appears that UNF will be moving forward with John Alaska. With Spinnaker News, I'm Christina Smith.
Congratulations to John Alaska from the Forward Party for winning the student government election.
Well, the new provost for UNF has finally been chosen. After a week of deliberation, President Szymanski has announced Dr. Simon Rhodes as our new provost. With a long and accomplished academic track record and many awards under his belt, Szymanski believes he is the perfect fit for UNF. More information about Dr. Rhodes can be found on unfspinnaker.com.
The Holy Festival is coming up and UNF already started celebrating. Here's Alima Jack with the story.
Our students learned so much about the festival, a lot of information, and of course some great food.
This is Holi, the Hindu festival of color and of the spring. This is a collaboration between the UNF Interfaith Center and the Asian Students and Alliance.
The students are having a great time at the Hindu festival, throwing powder around and enjoying great food.
This festival of colors. I love colors, multiple, and our life should be full of colors. So we are happy.
The food was great, and the festival has been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to throwing this at my friends. Good to see you over there.
I didn't know the festival was a thing until a friend of mine told me to come today, and I actually learned a lot about the cultural significance, about the colors, and I really just enjoyed being here.
This sums up our yearly Hindu festival held in March. I am Alima Jack from Spinnaker News.
Also known as the Festival of Colors, it's a great way to learn about other cultures and meet great people.
Well, Campus Movie Fest has finally come to an end. The event gives students a creative outlet to express themselves. Starting in early March, students get a week to produce a film to be entered in a contest here at UNF. The premiere for these films will be this Monday, March 11th at 7:30 p.m. in the Lazara Performance Hall.
After the break, we have an update about R. Kelly.
And what about Captain Marvel? You'll find out after the break.
You're watching Nest News on Spinnaker TV.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let me tell you a little bit about the STEM. My name's Lee Gia. My friends and I have done some amazing things on this show, like flying through hurricanes, or driving Teslas, or swimming with manatees, or even floating in zero gravity. We film these things and bring them here, to the world's next great science and space show. That's where the STEM comes in. We go on adventures as an excuse to learn something. The universe is a pretty big place. There's a lot to learn, a lot that's interesting to learn. Over the next year or so, we'll be riding in the centrifuge, farm in the heart of New York City, fly a spaceship, fly President Harry Truman's Air Force One, launch some rockets, catch some rockets. Nice! Shoot video at the speed of light. Our world and universe are there, waiting to be explored. The question is, what are you waiting for?
Well, R. Kelly, Neverland, and Captain Marvel.
All this and more on your Pop Culture Rundown.
Famous R&B singer R. Kelly has recently been all over the news due to his lack of paying child support and sexual abuse allegations.
That's right. Back in 2002, Kelly was indicted on 13 counts of child pornography, but was acquitted from these charges in 2008. Fast forward to 2019, Kelly is now being indicted on 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse.
Kelly's interview on CBS News with Gayle King went viral after Kelly became very emotional and upset over the accusations and questions being asked during the interview. Well, Captain Marvel has hit theaters. The much-anticipated addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe features Brie Larson as the title character, as well as Samuel L. Jackson and Jude Law.
The film currently has a 6.6 rating out of 10 on IMDb and a 32% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's definitely a lot lower than I was expecting for a Marvel movie.
But
had some friends that just recently saw it, and they said it was a movie that I could potentially skip if I wanted to.
Wow.
So that's not exciting for me. So that's a little disappointing. But
after the release of the HBO documentary Leaving Neverland, radio stations have pulled Michael Jackson's discography from rotation. The film details Jackson at the height of his career, saying that he was in long-running relationships with 7- and 10-year-old boys.
And Jackson also guest starred on an episode of The Simpsons back in 1991. This too has been pulled from television stations across the world, as requested by the executive producers of the show.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just an appropriate thing to do, given the circumstances. So.
I mean, you just hear things that from the past that just keep coming up from celebrities, but this thing about Michael Jackson, we kind of heard little bits and pieces, but now it's getting more serious effect as it's actually coming off of TV now.
Yeah, that's right. I don't even know what to say about it. Coming up, Drew McDonald has our sports report.
And Kara Jackson gives us our weather forecast.
You're watching Nest News on Spinnaker TV.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let me tell you a little bit about the STEM. My name's Lee Gia. My friends and I have done some amazing things on this show, like flying through hurricanes, or driving Teslas, or swimming with manatees, or even floating in zero gravity. We film these things and bring them here, to the world's next great science and space show. That's where the STEM comes in. We go on adventures as an excuse to learn something. The universe is a pretty big place. There's a lot to learn. A lot that's interesting to learn. Over the next year or so, we'll be riding in the centrifuge, farm in the heart of New York City, fly a spaceship, fly President Harry Truman's Air Force One, launch some rockets, catch some rockets. Nice! Shoot video at the speed of light. Our world and universe are there, waiting to be explored. The question is, what are you waiting for?
Well, the basketball season unfortunately has come to an unfortunate end.
That's right, but it doesn't mean that the excitement has died down. Here's Drew McDonald with what's exciting in sports.
So UNA basketball played Monday actually against UNA in the first round of the playoffs. They won 76-66. The first trade were in full effect. So after that win, that got them their 7th straight win. Jared Sams, G-Boy, actually had 8 points, leading the team with 18 points and 10 rebounds. Richard Bino was this player's ASUN Defensive Player of the Year. Was monster on defense with 14 rebounds, started away 6 blocks. In the semifinals matchup against Liberty this past Thursday, they lost 71-63, ending their season with a 16-17 overall record, 9-8 in the ASUN. The Ospreys can hang their heads high though, as they won 7 out of their last 8 games. So a strong finish for the Ospreys. The women's team actually was in fact this week as well, as they beat NJIT this week earlier. They won 54-46. Jazz Bond led the team with 15 points and 8 rebounds. The team now goes to Madison, Alabama to take on North Alabama in the quarterfinals of the ASUN Women's Basketball Conference Tournament Friday night. So big night for the Ospreys. Baseball was in full swing as they went to Tallahassee to take on number 11 FSU. That's not 10, that's not 9, that's 11. So they start off with a 3-run first inning to chop on against the Noles, led by RBI singles by Austin Hurwitz and Wes Weeks. Pitching also racked up a UNF Division I record with 17 strikeouts in a single game. That's a lot of effort for the umpires in that game. The Seminoles began chipping away at the lead throughout the game with an RBI single by Nander DeSadas and a 2-run homer by Elijah Cabell to tie the game. Ultimately, the Seminoles walled it off in the bottom of the ninth with an RBI double off the right field wall by DeSadas to seal a 4-3 win. With that history, the Ospreys had a new Division I record of 17 strikeouts in a single game. Baseball now returns on Friday to play Western Michigan at home. This has been your Sports Report. I'm Jordan Donald. Back to you guys.
And this last week sure has been cold here at UNF.
That's right, Nathan, but I've actually been loving it. What's the weather going to be like this week, Kara?
Let's see what's in store for us this week. Today we have a high of 77 and a low of 54 and partly cloudy skies. This weekend it starts to warm up with a high of 82 and a low of 63. Monday we keep those high temperatures with a high of 83 and a low of 63 again. Tuesday it falls back down to a high of 71 and a low of 62. Wednesday we have a high of 75 and a low of 65. This has been your Nest News weather forecast. Kara Jackson, back to you guys.
All right, thank you so much, Kara. Well, that's all we have for you today, Ospreys.
Thank you so much for joining us this week, and make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, both at UNF Spinnaker.
And while you're at it, subscribe to our YouTube channel and newsletter at unfspinnaker.com.
Our next show will be next Friday, March 15th.
We'll see you next time, Ospreys. A swoop!